Last week, Wilshire, I was reading a story of a counselor in Buffalo, Wyoming. His name is Bill Hawley, and he's a prevention specialist for the county public health department. Mr. Hawley himself is a recovering alcoholic, and he's trying to help men. This is the task of the public health department in Wyoming. He's trying to help men reconsider their conception of what it means to be a man. Because they realize that according to the mythology of the Western frontier, being a man means being stoic and tough. Being a man is having a dominant power over career, over women, over children. Being a man, according to this mythology, is being able to display power to make others notice and tremble, like John Wayne walking into a saloon. But according to public health researchers, it's this very conception of manhood as power over that's literally killing American men, particularly white men. In 2020, men accounted for 79% of all suicide deaths across the United States. Of nearly 50,000 people who died at their own hands in 2020, 70% were white men, though white men only make up 30% of the American population. And even though white men are overrepresented in upper income brackets, position of power and authority, deaths of despair, that's to say suicide, addiction, and acts of violence are steady on the rise. This is why counselors like Mr. Hawley attempt to heal men by connecting them with their feelings, by teaching them how to connect with others. For like the queer black writer James Baldwin taught us, Mr. Hawley understands that the reality of toxic masculinity. He understands that many of us cling tightly to our anger, our rage, and our hate because, in the words of Baldwin, when we release ourselves of these things, we're forced to deal with our own pain. Hence, we hide behind guns. We hide behind bravado. We hide behind judgments of others. And these outward displays constitute proverbial beards that we use to hide the traps of our tears. Viewing the ultimate goal of life, my friends, as a competition to be won rather than a collaboration to be celebrated is literally killing us. And again, to quote James Baldwin, these are the lies that we fear that we cannot live without, but we now understand we cannot afford to live within.